she was always putting Spanish music, and it was always like Johnny Ventura, Juan Gabriel, Ana Gabriel. Yes, stuff like that. And it was like records. It was records, not CDs, no nothing. That was my experience. What was your experience?
Let's let Richie. Richie, you go. Hold on. What you said, Rich?
It was merengue and salsa, but what I really first started like really liking was merengue and learning how to dance was merengue first. Before I ever learned how to dance salsa, and I come from a Puerto Rican family, so that tells you a lot. And I'm sure it has a lot to do with the fact that I grew up in Washington Heights. So when I was like, I don't know, 7, 8 years old, that's when Dominicans started coming into the Heights. Because before that, it was like Puerto Rican. It's Cuban, you go up to like for Washington and all that. It was like Jewish and German, or German Jews, whatever you want to call them. But so I guess I just got into merengue at first, and that's what I really remember as a kid.
What about you, Marty? Excuse me, Marty. What about you? Anything you remember?
No, I'm here. I'm trying to think.
All right, so we'll go to Santi.
The only records I remember like growing up with. Huh?
Well, you said the only records what?
I thought Rich was talking to me. The only records I remember was like having Michael Jackson. I think it was the Thriller one and the one that he's like against a cat or something. Which one's that? What album?
That's Thriller. When he's with the tiger.
Yeah, George Michael. But my mom was listening.
My mom's
Yeah. Other than that, it was all Spanish music.
What about you,
A
Santi?
variety of different.
I think we all grew up on Spanish music. Wake up on Saturday mornings, your mom banging on your door para que limpie.
Yep.
I think we all went through that, but Salsa was the first one because my father. And I used to blast salsa, dancing naked in the sala. Oh Lord. No, man was, may he rest in peace, but yeah, salsa. And then as I grew up, Albert, whatever Albert blasted, I got caught on.
What about you, D?
Oh, my house was very diverse, but it was mostly merengue, cumbia. But my mom is a big Marvin Gaye fan, so that was always like till this day. Jesus knows I listen to a lot of oldies, which in the West Coast is huge. I listen to like Brenton Wood. You guys know about him. Al Green. All that, the Gap Band.
That's big in the West Coast, right?
Yeah. I think I'm like New York. Download some of that in Serato.
Yeah. So I just have like, I listen to the Bee Gees. My dad is a big Bee Gees fan.
Wow.
For me, like young.
Playing this music loud.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, young was Spanish, but I didn't like Spanish music. No, for me, it was young. I didn't really like Spanish music that much. I mean, my mom's like Johnny Ventura. I remember he's one guy, but I didn't like Spanish that much. Michael Jackson was, like my sister said, the main album I think I listened to, and the Prince, When Doves Cry, that album. But what I used to like
Prince.
What I used to like a lot was like Full Force and then freestyle. I think freestyle for me was like a music that I grew up like young that I could listen to now. That reminds me of my childhood, freestyle music.
So we all agree that we could agree that we all had a little different type of music when growing up. 5, 6, 7 years old, and then when you get older, you get to
like Alanis Morissette.
Who?
But we weren't little kids.
Yo, Alanis Morissette when we got older. Alanis Morissette's when we got older.
Isn't it ironic?
Isn't it ironic that Jesus drunk already? So the other question I have for you guys, we're always watching movies, right? Do you look at a movie different if their soundtrack was kind of trash, or do you like the movie better if the soundtrack was way better than what the movie was? For example, I'm a Scarface fan, and that soundtrack is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fire. Like you could go back, and these are all like 70s and 80s music, and the soundtrack is amazing, right?
Yep.
And then you could go to like a 2003-4 movie like Queen of the Dam, and that soundtrack
That was an awesome soundtrack.
that's one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in my life.
Wait,
So what's the
I
question?
second that.
So my question is, will you look at a movie different if the soundtrack was trash?
Man, I don't know. I'll let everybody
Go
else.
ahead, guys. You can answer. Go ahead.
I'll tell you. To me, to this new era, I think Kendrick Lamar did Black Panther soundtrack, and the movie was.
For Black Panther.
Oh God, that's it. Oh.
But the question is opposite, right?
No, but the question is, if the movie was good and the soundtrack was trash, will you look at the movie differently?
Not really.
No.
No?
I think the soundtrack is what makes the movie.
Uh-huh.
So do I.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, for me, I won't look at it different.
I also watched the Grease, and the movie sucks, but the music is great.
Oh, Saturday Night Fever.
Or Saturday Night Fever is awesome.
Yeah,
I was literally just watching it like a few weekends ago.
yeah.
That soundtrack is good too.
Yeah.
Rich, were you saying something? I don't know if Richie was saying, because we can't really hear Rich. I don't know if he was saying something, but... So, all right, I'll set up my next question. What genres of music do you guys like, and which one you dislike? So I'll probably make it opposite. Which one do you dislike?
Genres of music, what?
What kind of, I guess 3 genres of music that you like. Which ones you dislike? You don't like?
I dislike Metallica. I just can't. do
Metallica?
Which one is that?
That's
Metallica.
what?
Like that. Like
Hard rock?
stuff.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heavy metal,
Yeah.
like the extreme,
Yeah, that's
extreme heavy metal. Yeah, no.
So you go, Santi. So we could.
Slam dancing and all that.
Nah, country.
So we'll do it one by one. Santi, you'll go. We already know Diana's answer. What's your answer?
Country. I don't like country.
Okay.
That's a best.
Nah.
Look, let me tell you
Country's
something about country music.
What about you,
When I
Jesus?
was in trouble, or I used to watch a horror movie. Like I just wanted to hear country music because it brings me back to normal. Fast.
What about you, Jesus? What genre do you hate?
Huh?
What genre do you dislike?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like freestyle music.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. No,
It's good. Everybody got different tastes.
it's all good.
Who was that?
Richie, who was that? Richie, who was that?
Yeah. Which is about to go over.
That's it.
What about you, Marty?
Who was that?
I gotta say, jazz.
Jazz?
Whoa.
Like jazz.
It's fine.
I like that.
What about you, Rich?
It balances you out. Oh, wait.
No. I'm sorry. The fast jazz. If it's like a mellow type of jazz, that's like smooth, like it's nice. Cause I've been to New Orleans, so it was nice. But the like really fast, I don't like it.
What about
And
you,
the
Rich?
heavy metal and heavy metal.
Yeah.
I
Rich?
don't understand, man.
I don't understand. That's awesome.
Yeah, the same thing. Heavy metal is, I would say, it's the worst genre for me. I agree.
What about you, Al?
A genre that I don't like.
Yeah.
It's like my palette is open to everything, so I don't think there's a genre. maybe bluegrass, which is like a faster type of country
Yeah.
music. But I have a palette. My music palette is open to everything. Like, even if one instrument catches my ear, like
Yeah.
I'll into that. But out of all the ones, like bluegrass is probably one of the ones that I rarely listen to. So I will pick bluegrass.
Me, I would probably put opera.
Bluegrass is like blues.
For me, would probably be opera, maybe classical. Everything else, I think I like.
You
Yeah.
don't like classical music?
I enjoy.
I mean, that would be probably like my dislike would be opera or like classical. Some certain classicals. But like I could do without will be probably those two.
Like Mozart.
Yeah.
Mozart.
Mozart's good. Mozart's
What's your
good.
favorite genre? What's your favorite genre?
My favorite genre. That's the thing.
I have a list.
That's
Mine's just
a.
house music.
You see, with genres, there's so many. Like I don't think we all have one. Or at least.
House music is my go-to.
Your go-to.
I can't. Me personally, I can't pick one favorite because I like music. I like country music all the way to hip hop. So my music thing is everything in between. I'm like, I could listen to like jazz that used to make. I used to listen to jazz to go to sleep. I used to listen to fucking freestyle. I could listen to hip hop and then listen to a merengue. I could listen to a merengue and then listen to a country song. So my music thing is like everywhere.
So pick your three.
That I don't
So
like.
No, we're saying just your brother said like.
Like, I could go hip hop, heavy metal, and I could go.
Oh, you heavy metal? I think it's crazy.
Oh,
He said that nigga crazy.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your three?
Hip hop, heavy metal, and you don't even gotta pick heavy metal. It could be alternative rock, and then it could be my favorite era is the '80s, so it could be like pop music.
Okay. What about you, Santi?
I'm an R&B guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you always without a shirt, motherfucker.
That's number one. R&B. Hip hop, I don't really listen to like that. And I can say old school reggaeton.
Playero.
Yeah, old school reggaeton.
Yeah.
What about you?
Jam and
What about you, D? And then Jesus?
I definitely have to say R&B. My oldies for sure. And damn, I don't have three. I have more than three.
Yeah, that's
that's what we're doing. Three. We ain't gonna be here all day.
Like classic salsa, like Spania classic. And
oh wow.
Yeah. And I need like.
All right, Jesus. What's your three?
All right, three's good.
Go.
My number one is house music. My number two is like it can change. But as I grew up, I started liking jazz, symphony, because of work and shit. House music. And to be honest with you, I'm a fucking.
typical is good. Yeah.
So if I can't live without my typical house music. That's my shit.
What about you, Mari?
I would have to say R&B.
How she sounds so.
These are the earphones.
R&B. I actually like classical music. I like soundtrack songs, like movie soundtracks and stuff like that. And I'll probably say alternative, the other one.
There you go.
Rich, what about you?
You guys, my favorite song all time.
No. Hold on.
on.
We're going by turn. Rich.
Because I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
No, that's good.
this is a tough one. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna have to go with salsa, freestyle house music.
There you go.
That was fast.
That was real good. That was good. All right, Santi, ask your question.
No. You haven't gone.
I did.
Oh, I haven't gone. Hip hop. I'll put Spanish as one and house.
Yo, he just cheated because Spanish is salsa, merengue, and típico and everything.
I put them all right. So hip hop, R&B, and house. All right, go ahead. Next question.
No, Santi was gonna ask the question.
The way he did salsa, bro.
Like the Karate Kid.